Hey, welcome to the chair with James. I'm gonna do the Raider preview and the Raider recap of Week 16 and Week 17. And obviously, Week 17 was a huge game. Still trying to stay alive no matter what would happen, but would have been knocked out anyway. It was a Saturday night against the Miami Dolphins. Great back and forth game. Myles Gaskin just did so much for Miami. Tua was struggling. Ryan Fitzpatrick went in, and I just knew, okay, he's better. So he'll sprinkle his Fitz magic everywhere, and got to be ready for it. And it happened. Even when it was 25-23, and it was a bad decision not to score the touchdown. And instead, Jacobs fell short of the end zone, and they just decided to waste time and get to about 19 seconds, kick a field goal. Dolphins get the ball back, and 19 seconds you figure something can't go wrong. But deep in the back of my mind, and knowing what has been going on with the Raiders this year and all the crazy finishes in the NFL, there's still so much time left, and the chance of winning is still way off. And guess what happened? Fitzpatrick let go of a 41-yard pass to Matt Collins. Fitzpatrick was grabbed by the face mask. That added 15 more yards. And then Jason Sanders hit a 44-yard field goal to win the game, 26-20 to 25, and Raiders were eliminated. And the Dolphins went on to 10-5. The Raiders at 7-8, and the Dolphins are basically where the Raiders should be, where it's a win and in scenario. It seems like only the Raiders can do this, where, we'll have a miracle win against the Jets. You figure it couldn't happen, it's impossible. And it happens right to the Raiders, where Dolphins have a chance. But it seems like they don't at the time left. But, credit the Dolphins. They did it. It's just an eerie and disappointing feeling that the players would be undisciplined, the defense, to let the stuff happen, to make the face mask happen, to let the tight end get all the way down there, Hollins, to make the catch and be wide open. I mean, our defensive coordinator is already fired. They have Ron Marinelli in there, and it seems like he's not getting the job done, and I don't know what else to do. I mean, it's basically the 2019 all over again in 2020. That's all it is, just more dramatic. And that's fitting as we go into a new year, and I guess Happy New Year to everybody going into 2021. It's just a new season with the same thing happening, where the defense gives up something drastic, and the offense and the team gets penalized, and the win doesn't happen, and you get a loss. It's as simple as that. Carr play as best as he could. Jacobs did whatever he could, but Gaskin, running and receiving, did so well for Miami. Nelson Aguilar had a long touchdown pass. Game like that, going back and forth, you never know what could happen. Happened to be in Vegas, and you happened to you felt good going in, like, okay, we're frustrating Tua, and it looks really good to to get him. But once I saw Ryan Fitzpatrick come in, I'm thinking, crap, because he's going to air it out. He's going to try to get the receivers open or tight ends open way downfield. He's going to try to do something. And it happened. So the Raiders are out. And we move on to Week 17 in Denver to face the 5-10 Broncos. And I would imagine that if John Gruden didn't have the long contract that he does, he would have been fired already. That's what I think. But since he has 7 years left on his contract, obviously you can't move him, can't do anything like that. So I don't know how much of it is Gruden to make these decisions on the field and to get these players. Mike Mayock, GM, I'm just hoping that in the draft he goes defensive more than he did last year, way more. And it just seemed, even with the first round pick that the Raiders got with Henry Ruggs, the third, he didn't really do much this year. I was hoping he would be a vital part of the receiving corps, and he wasn't. And it's depressing to know that, you have someone really talented with all the speed, but he's not getting the ball. And it just feels like a waste of a pick. It's not Ruggs. It's whoever is not giving him the ball. Either the offensive coordinator, Carr, whatever the case is. Just not putting him in the right place to succeed. So go to Sunday. Found out the Raiders have lost their last 9 season finales. And 4 to Denver. Seems about right. I remember back in 2016 with Derek Carr being hurt and Mike McGlowan getting hurt, and the third string came in. I can't remember who it was, but I figured, crap, going into that playoffs that year, we're basically screwed. Whoever was the option. And it reminds me of 2016. The stat came up with the Browns having a winning season this year. The Raiders have only had one winning season since 2002. And that seems depressing as well, because as tough as it is to say, that seems like a long time ago, and it really is a long time ago when you think about it, how the game has developed. It's getting past Gruden. I remember when he came in to coach the Oakland Raiders again back in 2018. He's like, okay, we're going to do old school football, 1999. And how would that translate to, what everybody's doing now? Everybody's ahead of the curve, and you're saying, okay, we're going to go back to the way things were when everybody else is progressing. It just doesn't make sense. And you can see that this year and last year and even his first season. It's just brutal. The Raiders have a slight edge in this game according to the experts out there. The Raiders get pressure on Drew Lock, make him throw bad passes. We remember the last game, I believe it was back in week 10 in Las Vegas, where the Raiders destroyed Denver. They had 4 turnovers, I believe, or 5, and made life hell for the Broncos. I don't think that'll happen again in Denver. I think Denver's going to get a lot of time to do whatever they need. Hopefully it's a high-scoring, competitive game. You would hope that the Raiders come out with it with a win. I mean, just to be 8-8, I guess, 500. fine. That's one game better than last year at 7-9, but the 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 promise of more just hurts. The expectations being more and not fulfilling them, that hurts more than anything. You know, there will be fans there, but limited, of course. At in Power Field at Mile High Stadium, I hate saying that. I wish it was Mile High Stadium again, but advertisers from the past, Invesco Field at Mile High, Sports Authority Field at Mile High. Now in Power Field, it's just ridiculous. The injury report: Maurice Hurst is questionable, the defensive tackle. Jalen Richard and Trent Brown is out. Trent Brown, the highest paid offensive lineman, left tackle at least. It's kind of annoying to know that, he plays once in a while and he does okay, but the fact is that he's not on the field. That hurts. Clean Farrell and Jeff Heath are on injured reserve. For the Broncos, KJ Hamler, the receiver's out. Bryce Callahan, the corner, is on IR. Glaslow, Bradley Chubb, and Bellamy are all questionable. Again, a lot of people have the Raiders in this, and I don't even know what to say anymore. The last 3 games losing, barely getting the win in New Jersey against the Jets, losing to Atlanta, coming from the bye week, losing 4 out of 5. Coming into week 17, it's just depressing, honestly. So it was week 11, that win in Vegas against Denver, and I know that was then, this is now, but it was good times back then. I didn't know that the future was gonna look very bleak. Or week 10, excuse me, I was right. Week 10 was against Denver. But then after that, after the Kansas City lost bye week, that hurt. Or not bye week, I'm sorry. It felt like a bye week, I guess, with all the time off. But after the 3 wins in Cleveland and in LA and versus Denver, week 11 just started the losing. Had the Jets game with a win, but after that, it's just brutal. So brutal. So, I don't know. Just see what happens in this game. Play for pride, play for the rivalry, and win. Just beat the Broncos, and let's not have a letdown. Let's go into 2021 with a little spark at the end, and just get a win. That's all you can do. And treat the rivalry right, I guess. But again, it's just, it's anything goes. Go for it on 4th downs legitimately. Not ones, of course, at your own 10 or 20 or whatever, 30. But as you've seen, the Raiders, they have gone for it, from their own 35s, their own 40s, or midfield. You've seen that. So, this team not afraid to go on taking risks, which is fine with me. But you got to convert them. So, we'll see what happens. Again, it's going to be a finale, and just hope that the Raiders get the win. So, Happy New Year, everybody. Happy 2021. We will see you. I'm hoping maybe to do a recap of the Raiders season after the game on Sunday and through the week, and then the playoffs start for everyone else that's making it. So take care, everyone. I'll see you soon. Stay safe out there. Later.